Yo, what is good, YouTube? Today we're back with Movie Monday, or just another movie review. And today's movie that we'll be reviewing is Migration. And before we get into that though, comment down below a movie you would like me to review. You know, it could be any genre, any movie really, and I'd probably most likely review it. But now let's get into it. This will be a spoiler-free review just so anyone knows, but let me just say this. Illumination to me, I think, is a B-tier animation studios. I feel like their visuals first and story second, like type of studio where like Disney and Pixar, they're like, I feel like their story and then visual, even though like Disney does make beautiful movies that have great story to them. At least old Disney. Now it's kind of wishy-washy. But just Illumination just is a B tier. Like, yes, they do create some good movies like The First Despicable Me, Mario movie, Lorax. And this movie is created by Illuminations and was released December 22nd, 2023. The premise of this movie is basically it follows a family of ducks that have always lived on like this specific pond. I can't remember exactly location. I don't think they said where. But basically, they heard about a certain location from a migrating family of ducks. And later on in the movie, one of the family members convinces the whole family to go to the destination that the other duck was talking about, and this movie follows their adventure to that destination and also other things that go on like while they're there. And a quick little note as well is that the movie is really short. It's like an hour 20, and I think around an hour 10 without the credits, but there is no end credit scenes. But now let's get into the goods, the bads, and the neutrals. Okay, now starting off with the goods, let me just say this. There is a good amount of goods, and the first one is animation. Again, as always, it's Illumination. The animations be very beautiful, vibrant colors, great character design, great animations, just general, just a very beautiful thing to look at. And with that being said, the set design is also amazing. Like, obviously, not set design, like, characters on the stage, but it's like background, the environment they're in, of the characters are just beautiful. Like some places are gray and brown, but it's like everything's so vibrant, especially the ending. The ending is such a vibrant location, all these colorful popping, just great for the mind. Moving on from that, also the voice actors, dude. Every voice actor, I feel like gave their 100%. Like, it was just terrific, and I mean terrific first performance. And then also the sound design too was also pretty good. I'm not gonna say it's amazing, but it was a good, the flapping of the wings, some like of the wind, like the whistling of the wind was also pretty good. And my favorite character to end off on the goods, I have to say, is Uncle Dan. I'm not going to say what he does, what happens, but just Danny DeVito, yes, because he's in this movie, does a great performance as Uncle Dan. Again, it's Danny DeVito, let's be honest. He's basically just great in every movie he's in. Our TV show, he's just great. And I think those are all the goods. So now let's get into the bads. Okay, now let's start off with the bads, and there is a good amount as well. And let me just say this. The first thing is like a little small one, but it's duck with teeth. I'd never want to see duck with teeth again. I don't know why. That was just such a weird visual to see and think of. Ducks with teeth, because obviously like, they don't have teeth, they have beaks, because I don't know the anatomy of ducks, but they have beaks, and it was just weird seeing them with teeth. Other ones I say would have to be the bad are the jokes. The jokes were just, I don't know, they just landed flat for me. Like, there was a good amount of jokes in this. I feel like they were just corny and cringe, and it just didn't really land with me. I'm not saying they were terrible jokes, I'm just saying that for me, they didn't land for me, if that makes sense. And then also I feel like there wasn't really a reason to have a conflict in this movie, so I feel like there was a weird and forced conflict. Like, the conflict in this movie was really forced within the family, and it just felt so weird and off. It was just kind of like forced. And also another thing is the villain. The villain felt weird. Like, I don't know, the villain just so determined to get ducks that it was just like, for what reason? Especially in the line of work that he was in, is like, just move on, buddy. There's other ducks around the world. It just was really weird. And the final one that's really weird is the runtime. It's weird because the runtime is like, it's a really short movie, an hour and 20, but I feel like you could even slipped it further to like an hour and 10, an hour and 5 minutes, because it's like 10 to 15 minutes. I feel like didn't help the story at all. It's like they went to a side quest, didn't help anyone, no character development, nothing, just kind of went to a location, side activity happened, nothing learned from it, nothing at all. So I feel like just there was nothing to be said from there. It just kind of just was a waste of time. But those were the bads. Now let's get into the neutrals. Okay, now getting into the neutrals, there's only one, so it's probably gonna be a short segment. But basically, the neutral for me, I have to say, is the story again. Illumination isn't the best with stories. Yes, they did create good movies with stories. For this movie, it wasn't the best story. It's kind of generic, and it's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's why it's a neutral for me, because it's like, it's not good or bad. It's just there, It just doesn't make anything new. It's not inventive. It's just there. It's a good story, The story's all right. It's whatever. But yeah, that's the neutrals. But now let's get into the ratings. Now, getting into the ratings, this movie was a very beautiful movie with amazing voice cast and great side characters. I would say some of the side characters were good, not all of them were great. Some were good though, but the few things that are holding it back, I think, were the like lack of story. Like, again, it's if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But just it's like, I want something different, The runtime too, like, again, like a whole 10 minutes could have been shaven off, and like it wouldn't even have mattered. And I understand it is a kids film, sometimes you just turn off your brain and just watch it. And for that reason, it's just nothing more than just you turn off your brain. So for that, I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. It's not a bad movie, but it's nothing special either. It's just, you know, better than average, I guess you can say. It's just a movie. If you have free time, watch it. Yeah, give it a watch. If you have free time, or like if you have like a younger sibling or young family member, give this a watch with them, you know, if they want to watch this. And again, if you have the free time to, this is worth a watch. But should you go out your way to watch this? No. But this is the end of the movie review. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And again, leave a little comment down below of a movie you'd like me to review, and also comment down your favorite part of the movie, you know, if you like, or if you liked it or not liked it, you know, but just no spoilers, please. And also leave a like and subscribe. But nonetheless, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.